Jay Solomon here, and greetings once again, QuickBooks aficionados. In this video tutorial, we will cover a new method of tracking disbursements by donor funding source. It's a new method because we need to change the method that was initially used and currently remains in use by a few locations. This only applies to those locations that have been using class tracking for donor funding. We need to make a change for those locations, as the use of class tracking needs to be restricted to tracking expenditures by crop. In order to track donor funding source, we will initiate a new process using disbursement accounts. The current chart of accounts has a single disbursement account. It's numbered 1000000. All locations have been using that account as the offset to all disbursement activity. In order to track disbursements that were earmarked by specific donor organizations, we will now use a new disbursement account that we will set up for each donor agency that we need to keep track of. This video will show you how to both set up that account as well as demonstrate the manner in which you may create reports for each agency. So let's begin. Let's first take a look at the chart of accounts. We do that by selecting Lists from the menu bar, Chart of Accounts from the drop-down list. You should see that the very first item is account 1000000 disbursement account. Now let's take a look at the method in which you enter transactions. Select Banking from the menu bar and write Checks from the drop-down list. Just above the top of the image of a blank check is a selection box for bank account. It is pre-selected for account 1000000 disbursement account. If we use the drop-down arrow in that box, we see it is the only selection available other than an opportunity to add new. The new is referring to a new disbursement account. We can do this now. Simply select Add New, and a new setup page opens that allows you to add a new bank account. First of all, we must assign an account number to the new account. Let's use 1000100 for the first new account that we need for donor tracking. We'll name this account DISB-USAID, although you will enter whichever donor source you are tracking. If you have more than one donor source you need to keep track of, you will continue to add new disbursement accounts for each, with the next numbered 1000200 and the third 300, and so forth. You may use the description box to provide an explanation of the account's purpose, or you may leave it blank. All the rest of the operation on this setup page is only for your use. So beginning now and going forward, for all disbursements that need to be tracked by donor source, you will simply select the corresponding disbursement account and proceed to enter the transaction as you have in the past. All your reports will remain exactly as they have been before, except that instead of running a report by class to see the disbursements by donor, you will run a different report as shown here. Once again, select Lists from the menu bar and Chart of Accounts from the drop-down list. Select but do not double-click on the disbursement account you need to report on. At the bottom of the page, you will see a selection box labeled Reports, and on the drop-down menu, the very first item is Quick Report. Click on that selection and you will see a report menu very similar to the report menu you are already familiar with. But this one only deals with activity generated from the specific disbursement account you have selected. I've entered a few sample transactions to demonstrate how the report may be used to generate donor-specific reports. Please be sure to let me know if there are other reports or factors that need to be addressed for your specific needs. You can easily export the quick report to an Excel file for further formatting. But you can sort directly in the QuickBooks Quick Report by using the Sort By drop-down box as shown here. You will receive instructions as to how to migrate from your current use of classes to the new process of assigning classes to specific crops. We will cover that in a separate tutorial. Until next time, happy QuickBooking!